Big disappointment. Welcome to another episode of the Cobra Daytona build. So this episode, I got the glass. This was from a guy on the forum who let me use this. I'm going to store it. That way if anybody on the West Coast or close to the Bay needs a piece of glass. It's got a few little chips up in the corners. Let me show you what we got going on here. Nothing major, but you know, definitely if you buy a new car, a new piece of glass, you want that thing to be perfect. So I've actually learned to tint. I think I posted something on the forum. I decided I was going to tint my own windshield. So I tinted this, the windshield with 75% ceramic to keep the heat out basically. Turned out really good, fairly easy to do. My only issue is I got a little crease. I don't know if you guys can see that right here. Barely notice it, almost looks like a crack in the glass. And then all the way around the frit, you can see like a line where it didn't stick very well because the frit is too thick. I don't know how to really fix that. I'm just gonna leave it because you really can't notice it. It's even all the way around. You just get this little gap. Kind of shows you the difference between the tint and the knot. Not legal, don't get me wrong, but it's barely noticeable because I'm trying to keep the heat out. So I was gonna tint the back of this. Figured out, tint, I can do it, right? Well, I went through two pieces on this. Being that it's this compound curve, I could not get it to work. I kept getting, you know, creases. Brought it to a first tint place. They tried twice, couldn't get it to work. Took it back. They said, good luck with this. Not happy. So I took it to another place, and now I've got a piece of tinted glass. This is 35% ceramic. Keep the heat out. They did an excellent job. I got to admit, I'm pretty impressed. So I'm going to put this on the car now. But in all my cars I've done, this is the first time I've actually paid for someone to do something. Big disappointment my part. I've always done it myself, always never had an issue. You know, I've rebuilt motors, transmissions, rear ends, put in posi units, you know, all my own welding, you name it, I do it, all my own interior, pretty much one-stop shop. This was a disappointment. I couldn't get it. I couldn't do it. And I wasn't even sure if the tint place could do it. The first place, they struggled, said, nope, can't do it. Nice try, but no go. The next place got it done. So now both the front and the back are tinted, as I said, but kind of a little disappointed. I couldn't do it. But I am going to try some more tinting because I kind of enjoyed it. It's a fun little challenge. It's not that difficult. You know, I think doing like a Mustang or a Tesla or something with pretty flat windows, no problem. The coupe and that big rounded, it's tough. And the guy said it was hard. The guy that did it, been doing it for 20 years, said, yeah, it was a little difficult, but he said, you know, a little bit of heat in the right spot and I got it to shrink right up. So as I said, windshield looks awesome. So no complaints. Got a couple little, this is just on the outside. You can see it wiped that off. But no, it looks great. Definitely helps keep the dash cooler. I don't feel as much heat on the dash. So I think the ceramic stuff's going to work, and I'm going to get the 35% rear bolted up, and I'll show you some videos before and after. So right now, here's the rear looking through the car. Pretty easy to see everything going on. So I'm going to disassemble all this stuff. I'm going to put it onto this, and then we'll flip this onto the car, and we'll see what we get. So stay tuned for the next video, or for the next cut of this video. This will all be in one video. Here we've got the big disappointment. So it actually looks awesome. I mean, look at that. You can still see the roll cage. Hopefully you guys can see this. That is I think 35% tint. It is perfect. I was going to do 50. I'm glad I went 35 because you can definitely, it's tinted, but you can still see the roll cage. Should block a lot of heat out of there. As I said, 35 in the rear, windshield, I think 75. So, which that you can really not even tell. I mean, it just looks like a factory tinted windshield, really. I doubt I'll have any problems with police officers on that. So, but yeah, 35 on the rear, perfectamungo. Definitely darkens it up, makes it look, yeah, it looks good. Just enough to really kind of bring it out. And you can still see the roll cage, because that was my whole point. I wanted to be able to see the roll cage because I put a lot of time and effort into that. I mean, between the painting and all the welding, that was a couple-week job. So we'll call this thing done. Said big disappointment, but it's done. I'm out $200. That's what they charged me to do this. Probably get done cheaper in a lot of other areas in the country, but Bay Area, so we pay for it dearly. God, do we pay for it. So thank you for watching. You know, we'll definitely get another episode. They got an autocross coming up, you know, so, but I just want to get this up. First thing I've ever paid to have done. So as I said, and we've also got some color here. So don't know if I'm going with it, but I sprayed it. So I got to pick up, I'm actually picking up some Ford Arcadian Blue and maybe some Hyundai Velociter. It's a super light blue color. I may tint that down, even make it lighter, almost so it's a bluish white. We'll see. I'm going to mess around. I'm probably going to tint my own color and go with that. So thanks again for watching. Please hit subscribe, and we'll keep the videos coming at you unless you guys say we've seen enough of you. At that point, I'll quit putting them up. So thanks again, and take care.